It's tortilla time. I love to cook. So on Tortilla Tuesday, let's heat up the skillet with some nice homemade favorites the whole family will enjoy. They are economically versatile, nutritious and delicious, and fun for the whole family. I love making this. Crunchy, soft, or even as a salad, I love them all. Load mine up with extra cheese and lettuce, and I'm happy. And together, with all the nutrition, it's a score. So let's get started with a homemade tortilla shell, a fruit salsa, a southwestern chicken wrap, and a dessert fruit tortilla that will blow your mind. So let's get started. Now first off, for this first recipe, we're going to need flour because we're going to be making some homemade tortillas that are very economical. So we got our 2 cups of flour, and then we're going to add a half teaspoon of salt and a half teaspoon of baking powder. And if they're already pre-mixed, that's good. You could put them in separately, but it just makes the mixing a lot better. And then we're going to add in 1/4 a cup of shortening. And then 1 cup of warm water. And then we're going to stir this up a little bit until it's a very doughy substance. You know how the mixing goes. This is something fun that your kids can do. And then once that's done, you can take it out and you can knead it, which basically what kneading is, you put a little flour on it and you just push it up, pull it back, push it up. That's how you knead it. It's optional, but do really try it. It really helps a lot of cooking skills. And then once you've done that, you're going to take it and you're going to press it down with a tortilla press or a French roller. That works great as well. Until you finally get something like this. It'll be in this type of a shape. And then, once you've done that, you're going to take it and you're going to put it on the skillet. Once you have it in a little bitty itty ball, depending on the size, you can make either 12 or 6 of them. You're going to make sure they're all rolled out. And then you put them on the skillet for 350 for about 5 minutes. Turn them over about halfway through there, and you've got some delicious tortillas all ready to go. They're nice and warm, and they taste so good and just melt in your mouth. They're wonderful. And they're economical, too. Each recipe costs 50 cents. And if you go to the dollar store, you can get a tortilla with 8 of them inside, a packet of 8, and they cost $1.50. Think about that. And even if you triple this recipe, you still have more value in what you make at home. So really do try it. It's a lot of fun. And a well-wrapped tortilla, it can be kept in the freezer for up to a month. They are delicious. And they are a great start to any Mexican meal. So our next recipe, we're going to make something that is a little bit unusual, but it is so delicious and so nutritious for you. And it's versatile. And it's versatile in the fact that you can take, depending on the season, you can take that specific fruit and mix it up. Like strawberries are kind of a little bit out of season right now. We're just getting out of that season, but they are cheaper. And raspberries, beginning of the summer, they're also cheaper. They're great. Whatever it is, if you have grapes on season, it's great as well. So really you can mix and match with this and have a little versatility, as it were. So, start off. We're going to need 2 cups of strawberries, and these strawberries are wonderful. They're a great start. And then we're going to add 1 cup of raspberries. I love raspberries. If you want something sweeter, you can go for red raspberries instead of black raspberries like I'm using now. These make it a little bit more sour. And then we're going to add 2 apples. Make sure they're chopped and diced. And the same thing with strawberries. You're going to do a lot of chopping and dicing. And then you're going to add 2 kiwis. And I love kiwis, folks. They taste so wonderful to me. They're one of my favorite fruits. So add these in. You peel them, dice them. Hits the right spot for me. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And we're just getting started too. Because the great thing about this recipe, once you've got this all mixed up and it's even, and the thing is with this recipe, you don't really want to mash it up. You just kind of want to stir it around, and so it's just kind of a tossed salsa, and it'll taste delicious. There you are for you guys to see. And what what is a salsa without tortilla chips, folks? Honestly, if you think about it, we need tortilla chips. So the best way in order to do that without going to the store, and I know I've done this too, we've all done it, we've gone to the store, we got those itty-bitty little corn chips that break in the salsa. There's nothing more annoying than having chips that break in the salsa. Well, today we're going to make some man chips. These are going to be some hearty, manly chips. They're going to be really thick. And all you need is just one simple tortilla. And you're going to chop that up into little bitty slices, kind of like pizza slices, what I showed you there. And it'll be all ready. Put a little oil on it. Put a little bit of cinnamon and sugar. You've got yourself some very, very tasty tortilla chips with cinnamon and sugar, and it's delicious. And from there, you can go off a lot of things. In this recipe, there's a lot of servings of fruits and vegetables in it. It's just a great party treat. It really is. So try it out. You'll love it. And then, for our next recipe, we're going to have something a little bit more special. A little bit of zest to it. It's going to be wonderful. It's called a Southwestern chicken wrap that is completely nutritious and delicious. It is packed full of protein, powerhouse foods that is really going to be a nice alternative to your daily diet. So, we're going to take our tortilla, starting off. As you can tell, I really love tortillas. They're a great base to a lot of good meals. And first off, we're going to start off with 1 cup of cooked rice. And this is for a whole recipe. Just want to clarify, this whole thing is for about 6 tortillas, if you want larger tortillas. And so you can really mix and match with this. And with the rice, before we mix in anything else, we're going to mix in a half a tablespoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, half teaspoon of garlic salt, and then what I like to do, this is optional, but I like to add sour cream to it. And I've already pre-mixed all that, so it's already in here. And the reason why you want to add sour cream is this. Because normally rice would take away the moisture from a meal. It'll absorb the moisture, kind of like a sponge. And so you kind of lose that, and it kind of gets a little dry. Well, if you add a little bit of cream to this, it does the trick. It just makes it nice and creamy. So we're going to add our creamy, delicious rice. It's going to be so good for you, and your kids are going to love it. And then we're going to add half a pepper. And then once you've added that, you're going to add a whole can of black beans to the whole recipe, 1 onion chopped, 2 cups of shredded cheese, and 1 cup of chicken. And make sure that's all diced and all ready to go. So we're going to add in all the rest of these little recipes to our itty-bitty little tortilla. And I love adding peppers. I really do. Try them out, folks. They are delicious. And if you add like banana peppers or red peppers, it really will spice up the meal. Oh, it's just delicious. And if you add onions to it, it's even better because you've got those vitamins, and you've got vitamin C, and you've got some vitamin A in there along with the peppers. And then, once we've added the onion, comes my favorite ingredient besides the cheese. We're going to add beans. Beans are a magical ingredient, folks. Black beans are packed full of protein and vitamins and minerals and antioxidants that'll blow your mind. In fact, if you put them with brown rice or whole wheat pasta or like tortilla like this, it could even rival the amount of protein you get in meat. So along with this chicken, it's a protein powerhouse. So we've added the beans, and then we're going to add the chicken, the wonderful, delicious chicken. And if you like turkey, like if you want during Thanksgiving, you can use turkey as well. Turkey has a more of a strong taste. I really love that. We're going to add the cheese, the wonderful, delicious cheese. And this is a very packed full tortilla. It's just going to be a wonderful meal. And we're going to take this, put it on the skillet. And once we've done that, we're going to set it on there for about 3 minutes. And then you can flip it over and then try to seal it. Put a little cheese on that seal, and you're all ready to go. And if you want to, you can also spray the edges. Works as well. And I really love this recipe because it's versatile. Not only is it nutritious and delicious, but it's very, very versatile in the fact that you can use all sorts of things. And if you want to spice it up, you can add some cayenne pepper to it, and a little bit more chili powder, more peppers and stuff like that. Or if you want to tone it down, you can mild it up with a little less of those peppers or those onions. Try it out. Mix and match. That's what cooking is all about. Mixing and matching ingredients to what your tastes are and what you love to eat. When you go to a restaurant, you order stuff exactly from the menu, and you want exactly what you want to taste. Sometimes we have the stereotype in home cooking that we have to go by the book. And going by the book's great. But when it comes time to the taste that we want, try it out. Mix and match. Have some fun. And that is what cooking is all about. And speaking of what cooking is all about, I'm about to show you my favorite recipe. I love this recipe. All right. It's called a dessert fruit tortilla. This thing will blow your mind. It really will, folks. It's delicious. And you're going to start off with a tortilla, and it's fun for the whole family because you could add either whipped cream, or in this case, I decided to use the State Fair's prized ice cream. And ice cream really does the trick. Whipped cream is great, but if you add ice cream, it just adds on that little something, and it's just so creamy. Oh, so really do try this. So we're going to add this ice cream. Then we're going to add our favorite fruit pie filling. Now, I'm using blueberry today, but when I'm at home, I love using peaches. Or if you're a cherry person, try some cherry. Whatever it is that you like in your pie, do it. Just try it out. Be brave. Experiment. So, we're going to add this wonderful fruit pie filling in here. And oh, folks, doesn't that look delicious? Oh, it's just so tasty. So try it out. Try out something new and exciting. And with this recipe, your kids can be great cooks with this. All they need is a little help from their parents, and they're all ready to go. And I remember making these when I was a kid. I'd take out some of my favorite tortillas, put a little cheese on it, some of my favorite ingredients, and in 20 seconds in the microwave and a little help from my mom, I had my very own snack. So teach your kids how to make these wonderful meals with some homemade tortillas. And when you have friends coming over, try something versatile, like a fruit salsa. And when you need something strong for lunch, that's something that the whole family will like, and you can tone it down or spice it up, try a Southwestern chicken wrap with a lot of good ingredients and nutrition in it. And then try a dessert fruit tortilla that the whole family will enjoy. The kids will be great cooks with, and it'll blow your mind. So today, let's make it a wrap. A soft shell tortilla shell with all the ingredients and variety that you'll ever need within one simple meal with economical, versatile, nutritious, and delicious fun recipes that the whole family will enjoy. Thank you very much. If you want recipes or if you want some samples, I think Tyler will be very glad to pass them out for you. And if you want any questions, I'm free to answer them right now. So thank you very much. Thank you for listening. What?
You ever flare out, run down?
Oh.
You like this all the time?
Yeah. I like to do my presentations with enthusiasm. That's my motto.
Show. Why do you need the dough?
What? How do you knead the dough? Yes. Because once you've kneaded it, it'll make it nice and fluffy, and sometimes when you do that, it'll kind of make the bread hard, and once you knead it, it's just going to turn out a nicer bread. Oh, because the brown sugar, I love the taste of brown sugar, and you can try just the sugar, but the brown sugar really adds that special taste. Whenever I'm doing like a dessert, like dip or something, I always add brown sugar. So, where do I get my recipes? I actually have that right on the handouts that I'm going to hand out for you guys. Yeah, does anybody else have any questions? Oh, okay, the question was, now that you can't really hear it good, I'll repeat it for you. But The question was, can you use other meats on your tortilla? Absolutely. You can try carnitas, which is Spanish for, pork. You can try beef, and it just really, you mix and match with this one. With the Southwestern chicken wrap, you can make it a Southwestern beef wrap. So, you can really mix and match with this. So, absolutely. And you can put more spices in it depending on the taste. Do you have any more questions? Thank you very much. Have a good day, folks. Enjoy your time at the State Fair.